early in the career of running back Jalen Clark. We are 0-1 at Stanford, and it was not a bad game in the second half for us. We won 14-7 if you just count the third and fourth quarter, but the first quarter we allowed 21 points, and we were never going to be able to come back from that deficit. My plan for this episode is to play at least one game. I wanted to get into a game against USC. They are the number one team in the country at the moment. It's hard to tell if they're actually going to be the number one team once we get to that matchup, but the plan would be that they would be the number one team and we could try and pull off an upset. So we got some more fan mail here. It is, "Howdy Jalen, the high school accolades are great, but this is the next level. You're a small fish in a big pond now, and you are going to have to learn to swim fast if you want to strike a Heisman pose at the end of the season. Good luck, Damian Russell." So appreciate that, Damian Russell, with the fan mail. So what we're going to go ahead and do is I'm just going to simulate until we can get into a game against USC. We might not even be playing against USC. We might be playing a game against UCLA. I just want to pick the better team because I want to try and pull off the ultimate upset. As we're simulating, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who has been checking out the channel and watching the videos. The growth on my channel as of late has been amazing, and the engagement and the love you guys are all showing the channel is really appreciative by myself. I really do appreciate it, and I hope that I can continue to put out content that you guys enjoy, whether that's on the PlayStation 2 or the new Xbox. It doesn't really matter what it is. I just want to put out content that you guys enjoy because it's authentic and it's my true self. So I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart for the continuous support on the channel. So I only simulated 2 weeks, and it took like 3 minutes to simulate all the way up to the Oregon game. So there's a good chance I might be sitting here for a while, but let's hope that USC stays undefeated because I want it to be well worth the wait. So the stage is set as we are going to be taking on number 1 ranked USC. They are 8-0. We are 3-4. We hung tough against UCLA, but unfortunately we just couldn't come away with a victory. We will be going up against the number 1 offense in college football and the number 18th ranked total defense. If you look at our offense, we are 102nd ranked in rushing, so that probably doesn't mean anything good for us. But let's take a look at how we got to this point in our freshman season for Jalen Clark. Looking at the schedule here, we kicked it off with a loss, as you know. Then we beat 1AA West. I would highly expect us to beat that team. Then we beat Oregon. Surprisingly, they're 7-2. We lost to Washington State, then beat Arizona 38-35 in a really close game. And then we've lost now to Arizona State and UCLA in back-to-back weeks. And UCLA is the number 6 team in the country, and they're 7-1. We can't get to all the fan mail, but we can get to this one right here. "Hi, Jalen. You must have shown the coaches a glimpse of a future Heisman winner to get on the field as soon as you have." I don't know what we did to get on the field as soon as we have. I don't know who we had the pleasure. I don't know, because we're not a high overall, and there's plenty of guys ahead of us. We're dead last on the depth chart before I set us as the first string. Lots of guys have to pay their dues before they get some serious snaps. Good luck this year. It's going to be fun watching your progression. Bye, Thomas Cage. Yeah, I don't know what we did to become the starter. And I'm interested to look at our stats because we're not a good running team. So I'm interested to see what our stats look like. Before we get there, let's take a look at the Heisman watch. You got Matt Leinart, number 1. Then you have Maurice Jones-Drew at number 2. They can't fit his entire name. And then you have Drew Tate from Iowa going down on the boards. And then you have Dwayne Jarrett going down a little bit. Surprisingly, Reggie Bush is not on here. And then you have Reggie McNeil out of Texas A&M up here at number 5 on the Heisman watch. But Matt Leinart is probably the favorite so far. 29 total touchdowns. But Maurice Jones-Drew with 887 yards and 13 touchdowns on the ground. He's making a strong case. And that winner of the USC-UCLA game will probably decide who's going to win the Heisman. So we can take a look at the Doak Walker Award finalists. I highly doubt we're going to be up here. We haven't gotten to the stats yet, so I can't really even tell you what our stats look like so far. But I'm hoping we've run for at least 500 yards so far, but it's probably very unlikely. So here is a look at our stats. 132 attempts, 465 yards. I was close, but a 3.5 average is not good. 5 touchdowns on the ground. We fumbled the ball 2 times. And then receiving, we had all of our receptions in the first game, it looks like, because we only have 6 receptions on the year. So, you know, it is a little bit unfortunate that I'm not going to be playing any I mean, every single game, and I'm only going to be playing specific games. But at the same time, I want this series to kind of go by quicker, and I don't really have the time to play every single game. If we are set to have a crazy junior season, then I may like play more games than I'm playing right now. But at the moment, the plan is just to play like 2 or 3 games a year. And if we make a bowl game in our freshman season, I'd like to play that one. But let's take a look at what our overall is so far in our freshman season. We're only at 74 overall. I'm pretty sure we came in at a 72 overall. So it's only went up by 2. Yeah, so if you look here at the roster, Jalen Clark, you see the +2. That means that he was originally a 72 overall. I'm kind of interested to know is J.R. Lemon and David Marrero, are they getting carries? Because if you ask me, they're kind of deserving to get those carries. These are higher overall guys. So I'm actually going to look at their stats real quick. Nope, so it looks like we are the lead back. And, you know, it is what it is. We have 2 runs of 20+ yards. You know, like I said, I don't know who we had the pleasure on the coaching staff or anything like that, but we are the starter, and there's really nothing that J.R. Lemon can do about it because Jalen Clark has obviously earned it. Without further ado, let's get underway here against USC. Unfortunately, it looks like there's not much presentation in this game. I was hoping that we would get more presentation. That way we could show off a little bit of what NCAA 06 has to offer, because I don't think I've gotten to show that on the channel yet. Well, it is probably going to be a long day trying to slow down this dynamic USC offense. They even have Lindale White at backup running back, which I would assume we'll probably see at some point in this game, as there's an incomplete pass to kick it off, and there's a holding call. So I think there's no way we could have started this game any better than we did. Reggie's going to throw this one deep. Can our DB make a play? No, he can't, but the pass falls incomplete. So a great start for this Stanford defense. So a big 3rd down early in the game. They just showed a stat. USC averages 500 yards a game on offense. They're going deep, and the defensive back makes a good play. And we're going to get off the field, and this is how you start a upset. First play of the game, the screen is shaking. We fumbled the ball on the first play. Man, I talked about it in the last episode. Our quarterback is terrible. 2nd down and 13 here. Hopefully we can make a play. I don't know the throwaway button, so we're going to just have to take a sack there. And Josiah Venson is injured on the play. So, unfortunately, the worst possible start for us on offense. We're going to try and throw this one deep. I'm going to try and come back and use it. What a play by Bradford. Usually I would not do that. I would just let the CPU go up and try and make a play, but the defensive back tipped it, and Bradford plays the perfect tip drill. If you want to upset the #1 team in college football, you have to make plays like that. Usually I would not call this play, but I'm going to call it here in this situation. It's halfback direct. The defense wasn't expecting it, and we got a 1st down. We're going to go with the speed option here this time. Let's see if this works. Edwards. I want to pitch it back to our running back. That was probably pretty stupid, but I just wanted to pitch it back to Clark, kind of pad his stats a little bit. I don't really care too much about the quarterback. So we're about to score here against #1 USC. Give to Clark, and he is laid out at the 1-yard line. We're going to go right back to him. We're going to go no huddle here. Big hit. So we were unable to go with the no huddle, but we're going to call the same exact play here and try and punch this one in. Clark, touchdown, Stanford, touchdown, Jalen Clark, and we are up 6-0. I don't think the fans are going to like that one too much. This is not the guy you want to kick the ball to. Reggie Bush trying to make moves, and luckily the kick team does its job. Lindale White checks into the game, the big power back. He's got a pretty high overall in this game as well, as Matt Leinert's going to take the sack and another 3rd down upcoming. So I will not lie, I thought about changing the difficulty down to All-American, but I decided, no, I know that I can win on Heisman. This is a game that I've gotten used to over the last couple of months. I know I can do it. I was rusty in the game against Navy. We're staying on Heisman, and I'm showing you why I decided to stay on Heisman. Big play, incomplete, and we're going to get the football back. So on 2nd down and 4 here, we're going to try and get it to Clark on the route out of the backfield. Oh, terrible. I did not mean to juke that way. I meant to juke the other way. So it's going to bring up 3rd down, unfortunately. So unfortunately, we were unable to move the ball there. You guys didn't see a commentating moment on third down there. I was kind of focused on the play. It was a pass attempt that fell incomplete, so we're going to have to punt the ball away. Hopefully Reggie Bush doesn't take this one back to the house. I tend to give up big punt returns. There we go. The defense is playing good. The special teams is playing good. And our offense has played pretty solid as well. So I'm happy with the performance that we've seen so far. Once again, let me know if you guys are enjoying this series so far, if you guys are enjoying this content. And I'm enjoying the live commentary aspect. I'm getting used to it. Kind of learning when to talk and when I shouldn't talk. And I think the content has been pretty good. And I'm happy with the content that I'm putting out. And if I say content one more time, I'm going to lose my mind. So 2nd down and 10 here. Matt Leinart has not played good at all in this game. You got to think they're probably going to give the ball to Reggie Bush here on 2nd down and 10. They haven't really even went his way at all, as there's a 1st down for him. Finally, it was inevitable. You knew that USC was going to move the chains. So they go with the fullback here. Hancock, spin move. Who is this guy? They don't need Reggie Bush apparently, and that's a big 1st down for the Trojans. Would you believe it? At the end of one, we are up 7-0, trying to pull off the biggest upset in team history. I don't know what year it was, but I'm pretty sure Jim Harbaugh, when he was coaching at Stanford, they upset USC, if I'm not mistaken. And that's probably one of the biggest upsets in Stanford history. And I'm pretty sure that game was against USC, if I'm not mistaken. If I am mistaken, let me know down in the comments who Jim Harbaugh upset when he was coaching at Stanford. Leinart drops back, and we're going to have a sack. Big 3rd down upcoming. The 2nd sack of the game. And I think the first time I played NCAA 06, I had spoken about Playbook Gamer, the pretty much god of NCAA 06. If you go to nickel and then go to cover 3 cloud, this is the ultimate play on 3rd downs. It's the best play, probably your best go-to play. That's what we're going to go to here on 3rd down. Hopefully we can get off the field here. But you got to get to the quarterback, though. Leinart's throwing this one to the end zone, and it is caught by Dwayne Jarrett, and USC is going to tie this game up. So one thing I will say about these older PS2 games is it is a lot more difficult to try and get a thumbnail when you're playing a game made back then. The replay features aren't the greatest. So the hardest thing, I think the most difficult thing that I've had to overcome so far on these PS2 games is capturing a thumbnail. 2nd down and 6. We're trying to go to number 7. I'm pretty sure that's like his 3rd drop in just the games that I've shown you. So maybe we need to find a replacement for that guy because he's just not getting it done at the moment. So 3rd down and 6. I'm going to go back to the go-to play. I'm going to try and hit Jalen Clark out of the backfield if he can get open. He gets caught on our offensive line, and thankfully that one wasn't intercepted. So unfortunately, that's going to bring up a punt, and the score will stay 7-7. And hopefully we don't give up a return to Reggie Bush. That's a terrible punt. That's going to go directly out of bounds. It's probably like a 7-yard punt. We cannot start playing terrible now. Play action for Matt Leinart, and he's going to hit Dominique Byrd, the tight end. I'm pretty sure his first name is Dominique. No disrespect if I got that wrong. But you know what's crazy? I just watched Trojan War 30 for 30 the other day. They do have it on Disney+. I'm pretty sure all the 30 for 30s are on Disney+. And it's one of my favorites. It's a great story about the Pete Carroll-led USC Trojans and that era from like I think 2003 up to like 2010. He eventually left. But mainly it focuses on the Matt Leinart, Lindale White, this era of USC football. And it was a great era of USC football. I'll tell you one thing. Reggie Bush needs to get his Heisman Trophy back. It's a shame that they have never given that Heisman Trophy back to Reggie Bush. Here's Leinart again. He's going to hit Smith. And he's probably going to get 2 or 3 yards. If you see the chain gang guys over there falling down, they're a little bit exaggerative, but it's still a really funny feature. Here's 3rd down and 8. We're going to try and go back to that cover 3 cloud. Hopefully, Dwayne Jarrett doesn't make a double team contested catch in the end zone this time, and we can hold USC to 3. Here's a play action, and it is caught out of the backfield. Not out of the backfield, but it's caught by Dominique Byrd. You know what I meant. So 1st down and goal for USC, and unfortunately, we're kind of falling apart here in the first half. Here's Leinart. He drops back, and he is going to get this one off to Lewis, and he'll be taken down at the 5-yard line. Almost sacked was Matt Leinart, and USC is going to call their first timeout. 2nd down and goal here. They go goal line set, and we're going to go goal line set. I have a feeling it's going to be like a halfback pitch here, so we'll see what the call is here. It's going to be a reverse to Thompson. He makes a man miss, and he's going to score a touchdown. USC takes the lead. We need to answer before the end of the first half. Second down and 10 here. We're pressured by the defense, and thankfully that wasn't an interception. I know I had mentioned it in the previous episode. I really have continued to think about changing up the offense here for Stanford because it just does not work. We're going to try and go to the tight end here. Hopefully we can complete this, and he drops it. Are you kidding me? You are not going to beat the #1 team in the country dropping easy passes like that. So third down and inches here. They're going to go with the goal line set again, and we're going to match it with our goal line defense, and hopefully we can make a big play here and hold them to a field goal attempt, hopefully. Here's the give to the fullback, and they're going to have a first down as Hancock. We spoke about him earlier in the game as USC is on the move. Here's Leinert going across the middle. How do you not intercept that? Are you kidding me? So we have had plenty of opportunities in this game to try and get off the field and make plays. Here's another one, and we missed it again. Maybe I'm just going to have to start using the defensive players because we can't continue to drop interceptions. They're not going to drop interceptions, so we can't. Third down and 10 here. Can we at least hold him to a field goal? I've said this multiple times. Matt Leinert's got all day to throw. He throws it to Bush, and I tried to take over on that play. Unfortunately, I didn't get there in time, and USC is going to take a 21-7 lead. So we're going to go with the halfback options here on first down. At this point, I really don't know what to do on offense. I don't want to give USC the ball back once again. So I'm kind of just going with the flow at this point. So third down and 13 here. We're just going to try and get this one to Clark out of the backfield. Pass falls incomplete, and I really don't know what to say. Trent Edwards, 3 for 10 passing. He's been sacked 2 times. Just can't get anything going offensively. The defense has started to kind of slump, and it's kind of looking like we might get blown out by USC. And Reggie Bush is going to take this one to the house. Never mind. Bradford comes in, touchdown saving tackle, and USC only has 1 timeout. So the hope is we just hold him to 3. Here's Leinert. He drops back. If I have the opportunity, I'm going to use her on this play. Leinert gets out of the pocket, and we got an interception. I didn't have to use her. Fanati with the interception, and unfortunately with only 10 seconds, I don't think there's much we can do, but we limit the damage. I don't know what Jalen Clark was doing on that play, but whatever he was doing, it didn't make any sense. We're going to call timeout with 1 second left and see if we can't make some magic happen. Got to get rid of the ball. We can't. There's an interception. He can't score a touchdown. Thankfully, he does not. But it's 21-7 at the end of the first half. I don't know how this video is going. I don't know if this has been a good video or a bad video. I honestly can't tell. And as a matter of fact, I'm not going to lie to you. I am recording this video before I've even uploaded episode 1. And in episode 1, I asked for 5 likes before I make episode 2. I just wanted to have it ready just in case you guys do it, which I have a strong feeling you guys will get that 5 like. So if you take a look at Jalen Clark's numbers here, 9 attempts, 40 yards, 1 touchdown, 4.4 yards per carry. Remember I was speaking about earlier that it's tough to get a thumbnail in this game. Well, I still have not gotten a thumbnail, and I forgot that I kicked the ball to start the game. That was pretty wise of me, since we will get the ball to start the second half. Only 70 yards for us in the first half. We really need to step it up here in the second half if we want to try and pull off this upset. What do I have to do to make this team succeed? Second down and 10, and Clark has a gain of maybe a yard, and that's going to bring up third down and 9. And I really do not know what play to even go to here on third down. Third down and 9, we're going to try and pick up the first down. We're going to try and get out to McCutcheon, and we have a first down. Just how I drew it up. So obviously I'm not going to include me trying to get a thumbnail in the video, but if you guys could see how difficult it is to try and get a thumbnail, it would blow your guys' mind, as there is Jalen Clark on the reception. It's crazy that the CPU doesn't try and get him the ball out of the backfield unless I'm controlling him. All right, third down and 4. I actually don't know if they're going man or zone because, surprise, surprise, I'm still trying to get a thumbnail. Third down and 4. We got to pick this one up if we want to have a chance. Get it out to Clark. And we got a first down. Jalen Clark out of the backfield doing his thing. First down and 10. Clark's out of the game. Lemon is in the game. This is a guy who we could have had the entire time. Lemon comes in and gets the first down. Poor guy got his job taken by a very slow true freshman running back. First down and 10. We're going to try and get this one to McCollum. And we got the first down. Moving the chains. So hopefully Jalen Clark isn't hurt. Maybe he's just winded. That's what the hope is, because we need him back. He's our all-star player. Here's Lemon again. Man, it's crazy the difference that, something other than 80 speed would make. Here's Lemon up the middle. Lemon try and juke. Unable to juke, but we are going to have a first down, and we're set up in prime position to try and make this game very competitive. First down and goal. This is actually kind of dangerous because we got that safety. We're going to try and get it to him. McCutcheon, touchdown Stanford, and it's a 7-point game. Hopefully we make the PAT. So I have no idea where Jalen Clark is. I don't know if he's hurt or just tired. He's probably just tired. The PAT is up, and it is good. It's a 7-point game. We're going to try everything in our power to upset number 1 ranked USC. Here's Leinart. He drops back. He's got Bush across the middle, and it's incomplete. We're going to get the football back. Matt Leinart has not played well in this game, and if it wasn't for our miscues in this game, we'd probably be winning. I'm going to fair catch this. I don't want to risk fumbling it. I want to give us an opportunity. And Jalen Clark is back out there, so he wasn't injured. He was just tired. He's pretty out of shape. Here's the give to Clark. And we're going to have close to a first down. 12 carries, 51 yards, and 1 touchdown for Jalen Clark. He's a little bit short, but a good run. Second down and 1. We're going to go back to Clark, and he's going to have a first down, I do believe. We're going to try and get this one up to our receiver, and it's caught by Bradford. First down, Stanford. So I know for a fact the commentating by myself has not been that great in this episode, but I'm trying to focus. I really want to beat USC. It would definitely, set the tone for the series, I think, the rest of the way out. That should be a face mask. I don't think they're going to call it, though. They're not, and that might be it for the third quarter. It is. We're going to let the clock run. 21-14 is the score. We trail by 7, but it's been all Stanford here in the second half. We're going to get it to Clark. He has no speed, it feels like. First down, Jalen Clark. First down and 10. We're going to get it out to Clark again, as he's going to have a couple of yards, maybe 1 at the most, 2 yards. Second down and 8. I honestly don't know what the move is here. We're going to get it to fullback. He catches it. He makes a move. And that's the only thing you can ask for, is that you're going to give yourself a chance here to try and tie this game up. We're going to get this one to McCutcheon. Hopefully he catches it. He does. McCutcheon down to the 1-yard line. First down and goal. You know the saying. Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Jalen Clark touchdown, and we are an extra point away from tying this game up. The PAT is up, and it is good, and we are tied here in Southern California. Here's the pitch to Reggie Bush. They have tried that a couple of times in this game, and it has not worked for them. I'm interested to know what Reggie Bush's rushing numbers are on the game. It's probably negative yardage, if I'm being honest. We have been really good against the run in this game. We've had a couple of mental breakdowns in the secondary against the passes. Here's Bush again. He's going to throw, and the pass falls incomplete. Third down upcoming. USC is 4 for 7 on third downs in this game. We are 4 for 8. Here's the biggest third down of the game. Matt Leinart is in the zone. Reggie Bush is not. Leinart drops back. He's scanning. Single coverage. Dwayne Jarrett, and the pass falls incomplete. We're going to get the football back. And you best believe it. We are going to try our hardest to not let USC touch the football again. We're going to try to upset number 1 USC. We're going to have a lot of room to the left. Here's rushing on the punt return, and he takes it across midfield, setting us up in perfect field position. First down and 10 to start the drive, and Jalen Clark is going backwards. Second down and 11 here. We're going to go to our tight end. He's got it, and we're going to be about 4 yards short of the first down. So we're going to go to our favorite play here. We're going to try and hit Jalen Clark out of the backfield for a first down. Here we go. He is open. He has got the first down, Jalen Clark. inside the 40-yard line. First down and 10. Here's Clark up the middle. That should be a face mask. Unfortunately, they're not going to call it. So Clark is pretty gassed. So I think the smartest thing to do is to bring in our backup running back. I know Jalen Clark is the focal point of this series, but at the same time, we are so close to upsetting number 1 USC. We need fresh legs in there and somebody that's not going to cough the football up if he gets hit. So we're going to put in the former starter of the team, Lemon, and he's going to pick up pretty good yards. 3rd down and 5 upcoming, as he's been, all in all, probably one of the better guys on the team so far. So 3rd down and 5. This is kind of a wonky formation here. Jalen Clark is out at receiver, and he's the one that's going to get the football. Here we go. And Clark drops it. 4th down and 5 upcoming. We do have to try for a long field goal. It would be a 49-yarder. We could try and go for it, but I think the smartest thing is to try and make this 49-yard field goal. And I think we missed it. Yep, we missed it, and it looks like USC is probably going to be set up to win this game. Jalen Clark drops what could potentially have been the game-winning catch. What are you going to do about it? First down and 10. We can still try and get a big stop defensively here. The game is not over. We just need a lucky break. Here's Leinart, drops back, and if our linebacker had just tried to intercept it, we could be talking about being set up in prime position to win the game. Jalen Clark is your player of the game for Stanford. 18 carries, 61 yards, 2 touchdowns, and I didn't get a chance to look at his receiving stats. Here's Leinart on 3rd down, a big 3rd down upcoming. He's got all day. He throws it, and the pass falls incomplete. We're going to get another opportunity. Not as much time this time around, but we're going to get another opportunity. We will be set up in the middle of the field at the 17-yard line. I'd say we probably got to get to about the 30-yard line in order to have a good chance of kicking a game-winning field goal. Believe it or not, we're going to run here on 1st down. Clark breaks a tackle. He will be eventually taken down. The clock is running. We're not going to rush quite yet. Maybe we probably should, but we got 3 timeouts. I'm not gonna sweat it yet. There's McCutcheon. Did we call timeout? Let's call timeout. I didn't know if USC was going to potentially do it, so we're gonna call timeout. 3rd down and 5. He was open. 4th down and 2 now. USC does call a timeout. Oh my gosh. So I feel like I have no other option other than to punt the ball away. So that's what I'm going to do. It'd be kind of stupid to go for it, even though I wanted to, but with as much time as left, it really wouldn't have mattered. So 11 seconds left. We just got to make sure we don't give up a deep ball to Dwayne Jarrett. And we'll be heading to overtime, hopefully against USC, and we can try and come away with the upset. Lindale White in the backfield here on 1st down and 10. They may just try to hand it off here and send it to overtime. They're not going to. Leinart is going to drop back, and that pass falls incomplete. 7 seconds left. 2nd down and 10. Here's Matt Leinart. He's got all day to throw, and it is caught by Smith with no time left, and we are heading to overtime against number 1 USC. The time is now to come away with the upset. Heads or tails? They say tails never fails, but I have a feeling it was going to fail if I clicked it. And it never does fail. So we're going to get the football first. Ideally, you'd like to play defense first, but it really doesn't matter. You just got to do your job. You got to score and play good defense. That's just what you have to do. 1st down and 10, and we're going to go with Jalen Clark on the first play for a gain of nothing. 2nd down and 10 upcoming. So they're going to go with a man look. We're going to try and get this one to... Oh, McCullum almost came down with it. Dang it. It just feels like we aren't going to be taking advantage of our opportunity. Touchdown to McCutcheon. What a play. I typically wouldn't user a player. I've said that before, but I decided I'm going to user him this time, and we take the lead against USC here in overtime. Big time throw and a big time catch. That impact player was ranging over to try and make the play, but I took over and we score a touchdown. The PAT is up and it is good. If we get a stop here on defense, we would have upset the #1 team in college football. And you best believe if I get the opportunity, I'm going to try and use a defensive player to seal the deal. First down and 10, Leinart drops back. Reggie Bush has pretty much been no impact on the game, and the first pass falls incomplete. Yeah, the USC AI play calling has not made any sense in this game, but I'm not going to complain about it. If they're not going to give the football to Reggie Bush, that's their problem. I tried to get the interception, third down, upcoming. Reggie Bush is in the zone. Guess what? They're probably not going to give him the football. Matt Leinart, he's got all day to throw. And it is caught by Smith for a touchdown. We just gave him too much time to throw. And somebody like Matt Leinart, who I believe is a 99 overall in this game, is going to make the most of it. They still have to make the PAT, but it does look like we're going to be heading to a second overtime. So if you don't know college football overtime rules, USC will get the football back again, and then we will play on offense for the second part of the second overtime. So they're going to give it to Reggie Bush here on first down, and he's going backwards, breaking tackles, and after all of that, he picks up 0 yards. I just saw the score ticker. UTEP is ranked number 5 in the country. They're undefeated, and they might be moving up if we can knock off #1 USC. Lindale White in the backfield. I don't know why I keep saying background, as White's going to get it out of the backfield, not the background, for gain of 5, and here comes third down. I'm going to go with cover 3 cloud here. I don't know that it's going to work, but we're going to try it. Reggie Bush is split out as a wide receiver here. Here's Matt Leinart. Reggie Bush just standing there. He's eventually going to catch it, but I think he's going to be out of bounds, so that should bring up fourth down, hopefully. Big time hit on Matt Leinart there. It is going to bring up fourth down and 5. USC is going to try and kick a field goal here, which means if we score a touchdown, we will win. Here is the 37-yard field goal attempt, and it is up, and it is good. So USC scores 3. Our defense comes in clutch. Like I said, if we score a touchdown, we win the game. Second down and 11 here. I really don't know what to do. We're going to pick up a couple of yards there, so that's going to bring up third down. I really don't want to have to kick a field goal. So on third down and 7, if anybody can guess what play we're going to, we're going to try and get it to Jalen Clark out of the backfield. We're not going to be able to pick up the first down, so fourth down and 5 upcoming. I want to take a look at what kind of defense USC would show us here. So they'd go zone. We could try to win this game right here, right now, by picking up the first down. I don't know that it's going to work. Should we try it or should we kick the field goal? I just don't have a feeling that I'm going to make the field goal. We're going to go for it. And we just lost the game. I apologize, everyone. We played a very tough game against USC, and I foolishly made the decision to go for it on fourth down there, and it was the most hideous, horrendous pass that I could have attempted. Granted, the tight end was open. The quarterback just sucks. We talked about it in the last episode. He's just not good. So unfortunately, Pete Carroll and the USC Trojans are going to stay undefeated. Man, this one really hurts. Congratulations, you've just finished the #1 greatest game of all time. And it means nothing. We can go ahead and take a look at the stats here. USC, only 211 yards of offense. They did not run the football at all. They passed for only 198 yards. We had 1 turnover. They had 1 turnover. Our quarterback, Trent Edwards, played decent. That last pass was just hideous. And then Jalen Clark, 20 attempts, 62 yards, 2 touchdowns. And then receiving, he led us in receptions, but only had 21 yards. So, like I said, I do apologize. That was the worst possible ending to this game. Well, everybody, that's going to do it for this episode of Jalen Clark's race to the Heisman. We tried to upset #1 USC. Unfortunately, we failed. We tried to make a gutsy call at the end to try and go for it on 4th down and not try to attempt a field goal. And it proved costly. And with only 3 games left, we would need to win the next 3 in order to get a bowl bid. More than likely, we are not going to be going to a bowl game this year. So the next episode will more than likely just be wrapping up his freshman year and then getting started for his sophomore year. But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a comment letting me know what your favorite part of the video was. Leave a like. It lets me know that you guys are enjoying the content. Like I said earlier in the video, I appreciate all the support that everybody has shown me here on the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.